Hello, this is Priscilla. How are you?
Hmm. Hello,
Hello, hello, Igor.
you.
How are you?
Hi, I'm fine, thank you.
Great, great. It's good to see you. It's good to see you. I sent the document to you that we'll be looking at today. If you wish to look at it, or you can look at it online, whichever is easier for you. Feel free to do. Feel free to do that. All right. So, where are you calling in from today, Igor?
hmm I'm calling from Brazil.
Okay, Igor, were you just in the class just now?
Yeah,
Okay. The picture is different, isn't it? Is it the same picture?
no, no.
Okay. Okay. So that's what I was thinking. Wow, two Igors in the same day. Okay. Well, the girl that is with you, she's very pretty. She's a very pretty girl.
She's my girlfriend.
Ah, she's beautiful. So you must be feeling very lucky. She's very beautiful. All right. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to take a look at, it's the same lesson actually as we just finished. So since you didn't get to participate at the beginning, maybe you'll really appreciate the full lesson. We'll see. Uh, all right. So if you, mm, let me see what here. If yours is moving. No. Okay. So we're going to read The Stolen Amulet. Could you start reading for me?
Yes. Could you do me a favor?
Sure.
Yeah, it's better now. Uh, because, okay. I just wanted to ask you to change your screen
Mm-hmm.
for the letters be smaller. Yeah, but now it's fine.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right. So could you read for me?
okay. They stole amulet.
That's
Written
that
by
is that that word is amulets.
Am
Amulets.
Amulet.
Mm-hmm. And an amulet is something that you might wear around your neck, and it's for good luck. Okay.
Let's see.
All right.
Uh-huh. Written by Priscilla.
Mm-hmm.
Hat swung open the dark, heavy door and stepped out into the mysterious world of coldness coupled with the harmonies of life. As
Mm-hmm.
the rain battled at his features, his face was contorted into a grimace masking his ecstacy of leaving home for the very first time on his own and alone. Habit broke.
Igor,
Yeah,
are you understanding what you're reading so far?
yep.
Because if you're not, you may do better reading it with the pictures.
Mm,
Do you want to read it with the pictures or without?
mm, let's use the pictures.
Okay. Let's
Mhm.
start again. Habib.
Okay. Hab- Habib swung open the dark, heavy door and stepped out into the mysterious. Could you scroll down? Oh, yeah. The mysterious world of godliness coupled with the harmonies of life.
Let's stop right
The,
there. Let's stop right there. I know you
okay.
said you knew what harness was, but this is a little boy who is, because it says he swung open the dark heavy doors, we should believe that he's going to go out of those doors. So he opened up the door and he stepped out into the mysterious world. You see how dark those trees are? So he's walking outside this dark area and he's going into the coldness coupled with the harness. This harness that is on his body represents someone has been taking care of him, which was his mom. Now life is going to take care of him. Okay,
Okay.
continue. As the rain,
A- As the rain battled at his facial features,
hmm
his face his face was contorted into a grimace, masking his excitement of leaving home for the very first time on his own and alone.
now this word contorted means that it's out of shape. If you notice this picture,
Mm-hmm. I see.
he's contorted. His foot is here, his arm is here, his arm is here. He's all out of shape. So this little boy's face is contorted too, and it's contorted into a grimace. This is a grimace face.
Uh,
And grimace and contorted means the same thing.
mm,
And masking is very similar to contorted and grimace. Okay?
okay.
He was masking his excitement. Okay, this is where you are. Uh,
Mm-hmm. His
okay, you're right
his
here. Well, somewhere.
his excitement of leaving home for the very first time on his own and alone.
All right, and he's real excited that he's walking away from home. He's so excited. He's having fun. Okay,
Mm, yeah,
okay.
okay. Happy broke into a run as the amulet dug resur- resurgently,
Who
into
reassuringly
resinglingly in his clenched fist. It
clenched,
has been
clenched, clenched.
clenched.
Mm-hmm,
It has been his mother's, but now it was his.
mm-hmm.
The amulet was not Hab- Habib's, Habib's by gift or inheritance.
And this word inheritance. In
Mhm.
when someone dies, this is when you inherit things. But his mother had not died, so he stole that. He stole this amulet. He stole this amulet from his mother's room. He took it without her permission. He did not inherit it. No one died and left anything to him. Okay?
Mm, okay. He
Continue.
had he had stolen it from his mother that very evening, as she was not aware he had not gone to sleep.
She thought he was in his bed asleep when she was taking her bath.
Happy had taken the oddly shaped silver key from his bottom drawer, where she kept her personal things, like underwear, sleep pants, and socks, and
hmm
unlocked her tiny jewelry box.
Okay, he cautiously.
He had cautiously crept down the stairs while she was in the bath, and packed a small overnight bag with $10 in nickels, dimes, and quarters, all of which she had saved by doing odd jobs during the day with the intent of buying some candy and a bicycle.
hmm A hastily.
A hastily a scribbled note on a brown paper bag with a half-eaten apple inside, and a few cookie crumbs. On the counter was all he had left before slipping out of the house and entering the storm.
Okay, very good. So that is the end of that story. Now, can you tell me what do you remember? What do you remember about that story? Just bits and pieces. It doesn't have to be together. Do you remember that he opened the door? Do you remember it was a big,
Yeah.
heavy door?
Uh-huh.
Hmm?
Um, there is a guy who left the home.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And before uh, left the home, he had a amulet. Yeah. For he get locked outside of the
Mm-hmm.
house.
Mm. No, he didn't get locked out. He just left. Okay. But
Okay.
let's find out. Let's find out some more about what he did. Uh, this is me. Is it still up? Yeah. So go back to that. Yeah. All right. Uh, I'm not sure what I'm looking at right now. I don't see what I'm looking for. I don't see it. That's not the one. Mm, me, there, touchscreen share. Okay, so there's a screen, and this is let's see the boy walking there. All right. Uh, all right. So what we see is that we've got the little boy. He's going out the door, and the storm is battering him and is hitting his facial features. He's contorting his face. He's so happy to be out. He's running. He's got the amulet in his hand. He did not get it as a gift, but he stole it from his mother's drawer. Now he's sneaking out of the house. Okay, so he snuck out of the house. Hmm. Here are those words. We're going to try again and create a story, but I'm going to add more words to it. I'm going to add, no, I'm not. I'm not going to add in more words. Okay, tell me the story again as you see these words. Do you see the words? Okay,
Yeah, I see.
Igor.
Hmm.
Okay, so Igor, tell me the story again as you look at these words. All right, you may begin when you're ready.
Okay. Um, should I use all of them?
You should use all of them. It doesn't have to be about this story completely, you because you may not remember everything, but if retell it as you remember the story if you like, or you can tell a completely new story. Whenever you're ready, you may start.
Okay.
Are you ready?
No, it's you got to use all of them.
Okay, so you could start like this. On one cold night, I looked outside and it looked very mysterious. I clenched my fist and I said, I can do this. As I grimaced my face, I contorted my face because the rain was battering my skin. I scribbled a note to my mom, who had taken care of me all of my life as if she had a harness on me. I went out into the haunting weather with the amulet in my hand, which was my mama's personal belongings. Okay?
Ooh,
So just make up something. It doesn't have to make sense. You just have to use the words.
mm, okay. I went to my mom's room, you see, and look where he store her personal
Hmm.
things. Then I could see amulet that I got to me for me. Um, it was so mysterious her room because it's so silent. Then after a few minutes, when I was leaving, I could see my mom at the door.
Hmm.
So I creamed my face
Hmm.
and contorted, contorted um, my face was contorted because my mom seemed so angry. Yeah.
Hmm.
Mm,
Did I miss one?
e contorted,
Okay, contorted. Okay.
contorted. Okay. I tried to run out of my mom, and she haunted, and she went back to me, haunted me.
Hmm.
Mm, Okay. And I still run and get out of the house, and outside was so coldness.
Hmm.
Mm, I don't remember the meaning of these four words.
Scribble means to write like a little child. You scribbled a note to your mom, or you scribbled a note to your friend, or you scribbled in the dirt.
Sorry, could you say once again the meaning?
Scribbled, to write.
Yeah.
Here scribbled. He hastily scribbled. See, you can't hardly read that writing. You can't hardly see it.
Um,
This is scribble.
I I see.
Hmm.
Mhm, mhm. Um, when I stopped to run, I scribbled a note on a tree.
Okay.
Mhm. And clenched it. What do you mean?
Okay, clenched. You hold your hand very tightly.
Could you use other words to?
Harness. Let's see, harness. As I stepped out in the darkness, I no longer had the harness on me of my mother's protection. Can you say that? I no longer had the harness of my mother's protection.
I no longer has my mom
The
harness
harness of
the
my mom's protection.
the harness of
My
mom's
mom
protection,
and I went out into the battered wind.
and I
I
want
went out.
not
I went out
and I am out.
of the
I went
battered
out
wind.
of the battle win.
Hmm. Good. Okay, good. So that was that. Now let's read this dialogue. You can be the police officer and I'll be the parent.
Mm, okay. I understand who had a thief last night. Please recall as much as you can about the event.
Oh, yes, most definitely. I was taking a bath, you see. My son Habib, he was in bed asleep. Of course, I heard a loud noise from the back of the house. I thought it was a storm. I really did not pay much attention to it.
I see. Please continue.
Okay. After my bath, I went downstairs for a cup of tea. Then I saw the door was open. Then I saw the door was not completely closed. I looked out the window and I saw someone running down the path.
Are you able to describe the thief? Um,
Okay,
like,
you're here.
mm, yeah. Are you able to describe the thief?
And I think so. He had length hair and he looked like my son Habib.
Mm, Did the thief steal anything?
Um, I lost my place.
Yeah.
Um,
This is quite
oh,
bizarre.
this is quite bizarre.
Oh, really? What exactly do you mean?
The would-be thief went into my drawer of personals, but I did not miss anything. I did notice that at the bottom drawer was open, and one pair of socks which covered my jewelry box was on the left. It had been moved to the right side. You see, I keep my jewelry box hidden that way.
Is your son helped here now?
Yes, but he was in bed asleep. He did not see or hear anything. He always sleeps like a knot on a log. Habib! Habib! It's time to wake up.
I understand you had a thief last night. Please,
Yeah, yeah, I did. But I can't tell you very much. Maybe.
mm, I see. Please continue.
Well, somebody came into the house, went upstairs, and got into my drawer. I didn't see them take anything, but they did move things around.
Are you able to describe the thief?
Well, maybe a little.
Mm, Um, did the thief steal anything?
Mm, no, no, but he took the key.
Oh, really? What? Mm, What do you mean?
Well, um, he was he. I don't know. I didn't really see his face, but my son was here, but he was asleep.
Is your son, um, meu Deus.
Habib.
Is your son Habib here now?
Yes, but he's asleep. But I'll call him. Habib, Habib. So that was how we call the son. All right. So that takes us to for this lesson. It really takes us to the end. And when you have more than one person in, it just makes it little bit longer. And this is all that I have. This is all that I had prepared for for now. So if you don't mind, let me just end this session. Unfortunately, I don't have any more because I was expecting more students. Okay, and can you back the next hour as well, Igor?
Yeah.
Okay, that'll be great. And I'll try to get my screens picture up as well. Okay, I'll see you in a bit.